Thank you for watching Swinford Media Group's production of Live Marion High School Athletics. This live stream is brought to you by John A. Logan College. Come see what we're all about at Logan Fitness. Why would you go anywhere else? Watermark Auto Group. Visit one of our 6 locations and experience the Watermark difference today with additional support provided by SIH. SIH Outpatient Rehabilitation Services offering direct access for patients. Black Diamond Harley Davidson. Black Diamond Harley Davidson and their family of businesses including Black Diamond RV, Coco Pelly Golf Club, and the Oasis. Farmers State Bank. No one serves you better. Like our Wildcats, Farmers State Bank is proud to be a part of our community. Supercuts. Everyone wants to look their best, and Supercuts is here to help. 20% discount for Marion Unit 2 staff and students with ID through May 31st. Other partners include First Mid Bank and Trust. With First Mid, you and your debit card will have the perfect friendship every step along the way. Kenya Gardner State Farm Insurance. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Legion's Bank. A proud supporter of Marion Athletics and excited to be a part of Wildcat Country. The Hub Recreation Center. Art, fitness, track to our heated pools, water slide, basketball courts, and youth programs. The Hub Recreation Center has something for everyone. Kemper CPA Group, LLC. If you feel like you're drowning, call the experts at Kemper CPA Group. They'll give you the tools. LLC, offering commercial and residential services. Contact owner Tony Gooch at 922-7142. First Southern Bank. Local people, local decisions. Local banking at its best. Murphy Wall State Bank. We're here to help you make your next move. Visit us on the Hill in Marion. Arcadia Wealth Management, providing customized services for discerning clients. Call us at 993-1970. Mr. B's Landscaping. Mr. B's is the area's best resource for landscape and hardscape solutions. Call us at 771-7051. And the Marion Star, where Marion is the star. Call us at 997-7827 to subscribe, or visit us in person at 1205 Tower Square Plaza or online at swinfordpublications.com.
It's time for the Marion Stars Wildcat Gameday. Brought to you by John A. Logan College, the Watermark Auto Group, and other fine sponsors. Stay tuned for exciting Wildcat action.
When you're shopping for a new or used vehicle at Watermark, you'll notice the Warranty Forever sticker on the windshield. Here's what that actually means. The powertrain on the vehicle is covered for unlimited mileage and unlimited time. That's the engine and transmission. There's no cost to you. It covers 100% parts and 100% labor. That means when you purchase a vehicle from Watermark, you have coverage for as long as you own the vehicle. So when you think of Watermark, think of Warranty Forever and true peace of mind.
The sooner we're able to see a patient after an injury, the better the outcome. What direct access means is that you can seek services for physical therapy without an order from a physician. So you can either call the clinic directly or come into the clinic and schedule an appointment to see one of our physical therapists. We can often avoid either medication use or unnecessary imaging, but we will do a thorough evaluation, and if we find a reason to referral to a specialist or to their primary care provider, we will do so.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Call State Farm agent Kenya Garner at 618-997-1819.
At our very core, we're a community bank that invests in our communities.
We're here to serve the customer.
We're not here just for your checking account. We're also going to be here to teach your kids financial soundness. We're also going to be here for your next home and make sure that you're set up correctly.
We've been here since 1906 and we're not going anywhere.
Decisions quickly, locally.
We are very progressive in our thinking, always looking for better ways to serve our customers.
Or either go to your branch or look at our website.
One of our mottos is that we're building better community since 1906.
Everybody wants to look their best, and Supercuts in Marion can help. Marion Unit 2 students and staff get a 20% discount with their student ID or staff ID through May 31st. Take advantage of the everyday low prices, plus all active military gets a 20% discount with ID. Supercuts does more than just haircuts. Ask for the tea tree experience from Paul Mitchell, or color surfaces like full color highlights or gray blending. Facial waxing is also available. Walk-ins are welcome, or for faster service, check in using the online app. Supercuts is located near Walmart and Black Diamond in the strip center between Hibbett and Cricket Wireless. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday 9 to 6, and Sunday noon to 5.
And now, with our SIH pregame show, here's your host, Riley Swinford.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Cuss Wilson Gymnasium on the campus of Marion High School. We're about 12 minutes away from Marion Lady Wildcat basketball as they take on the Centralia Lady Orphans tonight. It's their first home game of the season and only their third game of the season. We're excited to bring this game tonight. The JV just finished a very shortened game against Centralia. Centralia's JV numbers aren't very good, so they asked to keep the game short. Right now you see the varsity Lady Wildcats warming up, and before long you'll see the Orphan Annies join them on the court. As like I said, we're about 12 minutes away from basketball. We are proud to bring you tonight's SIH pregame show. Our game tonight is brought to you not only by SIH, but Watermark Auto Group and John A. Logan College, along with a bunch of other fine sponsors that you probably just saw on our screen. We will run down what the Wildcats have done to date, including their opener at Heron. In Heron, they played the Lady Tigers. Lady Tigers, traditionally a strong program, played the Lady Tigers close, lost 54-48 on Saturday, February 13th. They actually led at halftime, 23-13, and had a 28-14 lead early in the third quarter. But freshman Jersey Summers calmly sank free throws down the stretch to seal the comeback win. Sorry, I had that backwards. The Tigers led early, but the Marion came back. This was the first game for new coach Casey Rose. They led 7-2 early behind Jersey Biddle, but then fell behind. And Heron took the 23-13 lead at halftime, stretched their lead to 28-14. But Marion then rallied behind Kristen Cadella, Megan Dillon, Jersey Biddle, Lily Garrett, and Gracie Connor in the second half to keep the game close and competitive all the way to the end. Leading the way for Marion in that game were Biddle with 18 points. Garrett had 11 points, 5 rebounds. Connor had 10 points, 5 boards. Dillon, 10 points, 10 boards, and 6 points in the middle. We'll run down each of those players for learn a little bit more about them. But now let's take a look at their second game, which was just this past Saturday. They went all last week without getting to play due to the weather and the canceled school. This game was Saturday in Vienna. Wildcats lost their second game, 48-34 to Vienna. Vienna outscored Marion 16-2 in the second quarter, and that was key. Although Marion mounted a rally in the second half, Addison Bent led all scorers with 18 points. Again, Marion had jumped out early in that game, but only got a Gracie Connor jumper on the baseline in the second quarter for that telling second quarter that made all the difference in the game. Jersey Bedell led Marion with 13 points. Gracie Connor had 12 points. My name is Bill Swinford with the Swinford Media Group. Again, we bring you Wildcat Game Day basketball action with the help of John A. Logan College, Watermark Auto Group, and a bunch of other fine sponsors. And I think we'll take a break right now to hear from a couple of them. We'll be right back with more pregame.
With a First Mid debit card, you have a trusted friend. Take it with you wherever you go, like your best pal. When you need some space, leave it at home and pay with Mobile Wallet. Find your debit card is missing? Just turn your card off with Card Valet until you're reunited. You can also set spending limits and get alerts on your phone, so your card won't go shopping without you. With First Mid, you and your debit card will have the perfect friendship every step along the way. First Mid Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Wildcat Gameday is a production of the Swinford Media Group. Don't miss our weekly newscast, the Marion Star Live. Along with our other popular digital segments like Turning Back Time on our social media channels. And if you act now, you will receive 13 months of our weekly print publications, the Marion Star, the Heron Independent, and the Carterville Courier for just $45. Print subscribers can also receive our daily email updates, packed with the latest news, sports, obituaries, and inside information from the Swinford Media Group at no extra cost. Subscribe online at swinfordpublications.com.
Major support for this and other Swinford Media productions is provided by the owners of Black Diamond Harley-Davidson and their family of businesses.
At Farmers State Bank, we prioritize not only our customers, but the communities that we live in. During this very difficult time,
we value your unwavering trust and loyalty in being your bank.
Supporting and serving local businesses, familiar faces, friends and family.
Each and every day is a large portion of our job.
Farmers State Bank stands community strong.
As your bank, we are committed to bringing you
support, success,
and strength during this time.
Because we are
and always will be
here for you.
At Farmers State Bank,
no one
serves you better.
At Farmers State Bank, no one serves you better.
May God bless you. May God bless all of you.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Cuss Wilson Gym, where the Marion Lady Wildcats are about to have their first home game of the season against the Orphan Annies of Centralia. Both teams are on the court warming up. We're about 5.5 minutes away from game time. Tonight's game is brought to you by Watermark Auto Group at John A. Logan College, along with all of our sponsors, and this is the SIH pregame show. As we continue to prepare you for tonight's action, we're playing Centralia tonight, and the Orphan Annies have just had 2 games that we're aware of. They played February 4th and had a 56-51 win over Salem, and then took 2 weeks off and played Mount Vernon on the 18th, losing 53-49. So neither of these teams have had a whole lot of games right now. Both of them are young and just need some experience, need some game time. The officials are talking to the captains on the court and going over the court rules, and we'll go over our watermark keys to tonight's game. If you were with us a little while ago, you heard us talking about the problem Marion's had in their first 2 losses, getting out early and then losing their lead and having to battle back. So that's one of the keys is avoiding a bad quarter. When they played against Vienna, they had a terrible second quarter that negated a very good first quarter, and they could just never recover from that. Of course, being a home game, you got to defend your home court. Cuss Wilson Gymnasium is a beautiful facility, even though we can only have a few folks in here with us this year. It's still a great atmosphere in here tonight, and should be an enjoyable game. They need to share the ball. They need to make sure that everybody's getting their touches, and in turn, they need some balanced scoring from the team in order to make the most of their offense tonight against Centralia. We've got a new coach in town leading the Lady Wildcats this year. As you may remember, Mike Manfredo coached the last several years along with his assistants Marty Manfredo and Ted Odell. They decided to step down after last year, and the school board hired Casey Rose as the new Marion High School girls basketball coach. Casey is assisted by Melissa Quarter and Ed Ware. Those are the 2 folks you'll see on the sideline with him. A little bit about Casey for you. Casey graduated from Pope County High School in 2008, graduated from SIU in 2014, has a degree in sports administration. Casey, we first personally got to know Casey when he was a coach with the Illinois Bears AAU program. He coached with them beginning in 2014. Last year served as the athletic director and a PE teacher at Blueford. Spent 1 year at Clay City as a PE teacher. Worked for the Southern Illinois Miners and was a basketball instructor at the Hub Recreation Center. Some of your kids may have had him at the Hub. He coached the Marion High School freshman boys team for one summer several years ago. Looked like he was going to be taking over that job, but instead was offered a position as a volunteer assistant coach with the John A. Logan men's basketball team. And he served in that role from March to September of 2015, and then was promoted to assistant coach and academic advisor for the Logan women from 2015 to 2017. So he's had plenty of coaching experience, coaching both young people, coaching young ladies, and as I said, he replaces Mike Manfredo going into the season. We're going to take one more break before game time. We'll be back right after this.
Do you feel like your business is sinking in accounting and payroll work? Are business taxes and confusing technology dragging you down? Call the experts at Kemper CPA Group. We'll answer your questions and give you the tools to keep your business afloat.
On top of the hill in Marion Wildcats territory stands the newest branch of Murphy Wall State Bank and Trust Company. If you're looking for experienced loan officers and user-friendly online applications, look to Murphy Wall State Bank. Visit us at murphywall.com for details on our USDA rural housing, FHA home loans, and VA home loans. Conventional fixed-rate mortgage and in-house loans are also available. We're here to help you make your next move.
Visit murphywall.com. Murphy Wall State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Wildcat Game Day. It's almost game time here. We have projected starters for Marion based on their first couple of games. We anticipate number 3, Jersey Biddle, a 5'8" guard, starting along with at forward, number 10, Gracie Connor. Also at guard, number 11, sophomore Peyton Strobel, 5'7". At power forward, Kristen Cadella, 5'9" sophomore. And at center, the only senior on the team, 6'3" center Megan Dillon. We're going to have the national anthem, and then we should hear the starting lineups after that.
first for the visiting Centralia Annies. First up, a senior number 2, Natalie Edson. Junior number 3, Alaya Sanders. A junior number 10, Riley Edson. A freshman number 11, Kaylee Edson. And sophomore number 24, Julia Runner-Williams. The Centralia Annies are coached by Katie Steffen and assisted by Hannah Winter. And now for your Marion Lady Wildcats. And guard, sophomore, number 3, Jersey Biddle. And guard, junior, number 10, Gracie Connor. And guard, sophomore, number 11, Peyton Strobel. And forward, number 14, sophomore, Kristen Cadella. Senior, number 40, Megan Dillon. The Lady Wildcats are assisted by Melissa Kohler and Ed Ware. And the head coach of the Marion Lady Wildcats, Rose. The officials for tonight's game are Brandon Hickshaw, Derek Moore, and Corey Easton.
So Casey Rose is stuck with the same starting lineup as he's had his first 2 games. Again, Jersey Biddle at point, Gracie Connor at guard, along with Peyton Strobel. Kristen Cadell at forward, and Megan Dillon, like I said, the only senior on the team, is the center. Because of COVID rules this year, we don't have a jump ball. Instead, they take it out at the side and have a coin before the game to determine who's have the ball first. They'll be going from left to right on your screen. And here we go with the Wildcats, Lady Wildcats' first home game of the season, playing Centralia Orphan Annies. Appears that the Wildcats are in a zone. Riley Edson took the first shot for Centralia. Wildcats grab the rebound. Biddle on the right wing drives and scores. Jersey Biddle with the first 2 points of the game. Wildcats are up 2-0. Strobel comes away with it, ball up. Peyton Strobel, just a sophomore. Cadella at the top of the point. There's our senior, number 40. Can't quite get it inside, but recovers, but no, steps out of bounds. The ball goes over to Centralia. 2-0, 6:35 left in the first quarter. Marion's up. Centralia brings the ball up. On the wing. And it's a 3-pointer. That's Julia Rudder-Williams with 3 points for Centralia. Centralia takes the lead 3-2. Peyton tried to hand it off, and it was taken away by the Annies, who come up. They're shooting again. Nothing that time, and Megan Dillon comes away. They're picking them up all over the court, and looks like we have a foul called.
Foul number 24, Julia Rudder-Williams for Centralia. Her first and Centralia's first.
That was on Rudder-Williams of Centralia. First team foul.
Checking in for Marion, number 13,
Now we have Morgan Isaacs in the game for Marion, taking the place of Peyton Strobel. Morgan Isaacs is just a freshman. Number 13, he's got the ball. Tries to start the offense. And Centralia anticipated that pass. Rudder Williams drives and scores 2.
Rudder Williams.
5-2 with 5:08 in the first quarter. And that's a 3 for Jersey Biddle. Jersey Biddle, another one of the young players on the Wildcats, just a sophomore. Scores 3, and we're tied at 5. Another 3. Drew nothing, and Megan Dillon comes away with a rebound. Biddle drives and kicks it out. Can't quite fall for Connor. But we've got a foul.
Good job, Megan. Good rebound.
And we have a timeout. This is a mass timeout. This is another of the COVID rules. The players are all allowed a little time to take off their masks, catch their breath, try to distance themselves a little bit from each other. And yet they treat it as a timeout. Casey gets to talk to the players. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lady Wildcat basketball.
The dual credit and dual enrollment program is for high school students that are interested in earning John A. Logan credit. And for dual credit, oftentimes students can get high school and college credit at the same time by taking one class. And with dual enrollment, it's most often just for John A. Logan credit, but either way, they're earning early college credit. The dual credit program is here to help students navigate through all of their opportunities.
And that was a replay of Jersey Biddle's three-pointer just minutes ago that tied the score at 5. Now we've got Megan Dillon at the line. She grabbed a rebound and was fouled in the act of shooting. She gets 2 free throws, makes the first. Marion takes a 6-5 lead. Again, Megan, the only senior on the team. Misses the second. Centralia comes away with it. The Andes work a ball around the key. They shot a lot of three-pointers. Only made 1 so far. And Connor comes away with a rebound to Biddle. Biddle drives, shoots, can't get it to fall. And looks like they're going to call a foul on Kristen Cadella there.
Foul number 14, Kristen Cadella.
That's her first. Let's see if Centralia tries to do anything other than shoot a three-pointer this time. Marion's zone seems to be shutting them down, but they do get it inside that time. However, the big senior in the middle stopped that one, and Marion comes away with the ball. Biddle brings it to the key, down the lane, drives, can't get it to fall again. And there's Rudder Williams again. Got all the points for Centralia tonight as they lead 7-6. Connor, Biddle, wants to shoot again. Can't get her shot off. Centralia's trying to push it. And looks like Cadella may have fouled her.
Foul on Marion's number 13, Morgan Isaacs.
Oh, I'm sorry, Morgan Isaacs, number 13.
Shooting 2 for Centralia.
That's the second team foul for Marion. Natalie Edison at the line. Makes the first one.
Number 20, Olivia Thomas, and number 15, Caitlin Russ.
Olivia Thomas and Caitlin Royce are in the game for Marion. Can't make the second. Looks like we have a lane violation. Centralia's going to get another shot. Natalie Edson, a senior for Centralia, is at the line, gets another shot at her second free throw. Misses, but she gets her own rebound. And looks like they called Megan Dillon for that foul on the baseline. It's a third team foul. Centralia takes the ball out under the basket. Centralia is trying to get the ball onside. And Dillon with a block. Jump ball. Ball goes to Marion. Centralia had the opening possession. Marion takes it out. This time Morgan Isaacs taking it out of bounds to Jersey Biddle, who will bring it up. Biddle working that right side of the court, trying to work something. And there's Williams once again.
Number 24, Julia Williams.
Again, still has all the points. No, and actually most of the points for Centralia, all but one of the points for Centralia. Jersey Bill shoots a three, doesn't fall. Centralia back the other way. Williams is there. Can't get it to fall this time. Up and good. That's Edson, Natalie Edson for three for Centralia. Centralia takes a 13-6 lead with 1:35 left in the first period. Morgan Isaacs at the top of the key trying to find room, but Williams steps in front of it. Got another break, and she scores again.
Number 24, Julia Williams.
She's got 11 of Centralia's 15 points. Biddle couldn't get that one to fall. And it looks like she picked up a foul trying to get the rebound after that miss. Gracie Connor back in.
And number 14, Kristen Cadelli.
And Kristen Cadelli. Two of the starters. Connor, a junior. Cadella, a sophomore. Gracie Connor's number 10. Cadella's 14. And good defense that time by the Wildcats as they come away. Biddle's looking to push it. Connors drives. Looks like they could have called a foul. But ball goes off her out of bounds. Back to Centralia. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Centralia leading 15-6.
Also in for memory, number 15, Lydia Phelps.
Lydia Phelps makes an appearance now. Sophomore guard. Can't quite get the rebound. Centralia whips it over to Williams, who makes a three. 4 seconds left, first quarter. Wildcats have to hurry. Connor tries to get one off. Can't get a good shot. And that's the end of the first quarter as the Centralia Orphan Annies have taken an 18-6 lead early in this one. We'll take another break and be back with more Lady Wildcat action from Cuss Wilson Gym, brought to you by Watermark and Johnny Logan College right after this.
When you're shopping for a new or used vehicle at Watermark, you'll notice the Warranty Forever sticker on the windshield. Here's what that actually means. The powertrain on the vehicle is covered for unlimited mileage and unlimited time. That's the engine and transmission. There's no cost to you. It covers 100% parts and 100% labor. That means when you purchase a vehicle from Watermark, you have coverage for as long as you own the vehicle. So when you think of Watermark, think of Warranty Forever and true peace of mind.
We're back for the second quarter. The Annies start the ball with the beginning of the second quarter, leading 18-6. Right there has been the star of the game so far. 24 for Centralia. Julia Rudder-Williams has scored 14 of her team's 18 points so far. Gracie Connor fights for it. And they're going to call a jump ball. Good hustle on Connor's part there. She'll take it out as Peyton Strobel will bring the ball up the court. Looks like we have Jersey Biddle back in the game. She flashes to the lane, up, and scores. That gives her 7 already on the evening. Rebound goes to Megan Dillon from Marion, and she's fouled. Foul on Natalie Edson of Centralia. That'll be her second foul.
It's her first, Centralia's third.
I show that as her second, but apparently it's just her first. So we'll trust the scorers table on that one. Cadella to Biddle. To Connor in the corner, can't get it to fall. Williams comes away and has a breakaway. Cadella catches up to her but has to foul her to stop. And she'll go to the line for a chance to score more.
It's her second. Marion Smith, shooting 2 for Centralia, number 24, Julia Rudder-Williams.
That's one of the few misses she's had tonight. She's at the line, shooting her second. And gets this one to fall. She's now got 15 points as Centralia leads 19-8. 6:50 left in the second quarter. Ball out to Marion. Biddle looking for Connor, can't quite get it to her. Knocked out again by Centralia. Got Peyton Strobel. No. Morgan Isaacs coming back in for Marion at this next, after this next timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as the coaches want to talk about it. We'll be right back after this.
Logan Fitness at John A. Logan College is open and operating safely for your health. Temperature screening, mask policies, spacious facilities, and frequent cleaning make Logan Fitness the safest location for indoor exercise. Our staff goes the extra mile to ensure that the facility is always clean and regularly disinfected for a great member experience. In addition, our large open areas make it easy to accomplish your workout while still maintaining social distance. All for an affordable price with no contracts. Come see what we're all about at Logan Fitness.
Back to Cuss Wilson Gym where Marion has the ball out. 6:47 the second quarter, but they're trailing Centralia 19-8 in their first home game of the season.
Marion basketball after the timeout.
Morgan Isaacs Ball at the top of the key, looking for Jersey Biddle, trying to get some back door. Can't quite get it, goes to Connor. Connor works her way around the right side. They're looking for Dillon inside, but can't quite find her. Williams comes away with the ball for Centralia. She's trapped. They've got a trap on her, but she gets out of it. Finds help. Wildcats remain in that zone. They've done a good job of clogging up the middle, but some turnovers and breakaways for Centralia have given them a lead, mostly from this young lady, number 24. Julia Rutter-Williams is just a sophomore. And she now has 17 points of Centralia's 21 points, leading 21-8. Connor sets a screen, but Biddle can't get it to fall, and Centralia's going back the other way. This is the first home game for Casey Rose as coach of the Lady Wildcats. Lady Wildcats coming into this game 0-2. Had some good showings, but a little inconsistency so far. Connor gets the rebound. Isaacs brings it up. Morgan Isaacs for the Lady Wildcats. Throws it to Cadella. Looking for help. Back over to Connor. Gracie Connor on the right wing. Gets it inside to Dillon. Trying to run something here. Looking for somebody to flash open. Connor in the right corner. Tries to get it into Dillon, and she's fouled. Foul's going to be on number 11 for Centralia, Kaylee Edson. She's just a freshman. Centralia and Marion are both young teams.
Team 4, basketball.
Both playing a lot of freshmen and sophomores. There's Gracie Connor, a junior, to one of the sophomores. Now our lone Marion senior, Megan Dillon, can't quite get it to fall. And going back the other way, looks like we have a jump ball on the block. Nice play by Gracie Connor. Nice block. And the ball goes to Centralia on the jump ball, but we'll have a timeout. This is a masked timeout, as we told you earlier. These are something new under the COVID rules. We'll take another break and be right back with you shortly.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Call State Farm agent Kenya Garner at 618-997-1819.
Welcome back to Cuss Wilson Gym. We are in the second quarter of the Marion Lady Wildcats' first home game of the season, playing the South Sevens Centralia Orphan Annies. The Orphan Annies are coached by Katie Steffen, and the Wildcats this year are coached by their new coach, Casey Rose, assisted by Melissa Corder and Ed Ware. Centralia gets the ball out under their basket as we begin the second half of the second quarter, with Centralia leading 21-8. Oh, it looks like they're going to call a foul on Jersey Biddle on that play. Looked like it could have been a block, but they've got her for the foul.
Foul number 3, Jersey Biddle. It's her second, Marion 6.
That's her second foul. 16 fouls now for Marion. Kaylee Edson at the line for Centralia. Makes her first. Centralia leading 22-8. And misses the second. Cadella comes away with a rebound, and the Wildcats are pushing the ball. Connor in the corner, back to Bitt for an open. Get it to fall. Centralia is trying to push it the other direction, and they've got Williams open. Williams misses that one, but she was fouled. Looks like they're going to get Cadella on that foul for the Wildcats.
It's her third.
That's her third foul. 7th for the Wildcats. Julia Rudder-Williams at the line and scores again, and she's got 18 points in the first half. 18 of the 23 points Centralia has. Only one other player has scored. 2 other players have scored in the game for Centralia. Williams hits both of them. She's a fantastic young sophomore, number 24 for Centralia. Biddle brings it up to Connor. Dillon goes out in the corner looking for something. They've got Caitlin Royce in the game on the low post for Marion right now, but Dillon takes it, feeds it inside, goes up, can't quite get the shot off, and then it tipped off her out of bounds. Orphan Annies get the ball, leading 24-8. 3:48 in the second quarter. Coming up at halftime, we're going to have a nice feature I think you'll enjoy. If you haven't seen one of our Turning Back Time segments, they're a look back at Marion history, and we are going to focus at this halftime on Cuss Wilson, the namesake for this gymnasium. You might, if you don't know Cuss or don't remember him, you'll learn a little bit about him. If you do, I think you'll still enjoy it if you haven't seen this piece that is run on our Marion Star Live program by the Swinford Media Group and the Marion Star. I think you'll enjoy it. Even if you have seen it, I think you'll enjoy watching it again. We'll have that for you at halftime. Wildcats can't get the ball inside. Williams comes away with it. And she finds a teammate slashing in the lane, but Marion comes away with it. Biddle works her way up the court, gets a shot off, almost falls, but she will get to shoot some free throws as they are calling that foul on Riley Edson. That's 5 now for Centralia. Biddle makes her first free throw. 24-9 now. Lydia Phelps in for the Wildcats. 24-9, Centralia leading with 3 minutes left in the second quarter. And Biddle can't get her second to fall. Centralia's Edson comes away with a rebound. And they're looking for Williams. Why not? She's got a ton of points already tonight. But there's another 3 from Natalie Edson, can't make it fall. Wildcats turn with the ball. Bring it up. That's Lydia Phelps. Lydia's a sophomore guard for Marion. Finds a freshman, Caitlin Royce, out top. So showing the youth of this squad, freshman and a sophomore at the top of the key. Feed it to Connor, who can't get it to fall. Centralia comes back the other way. Centralia from the corner, and it rolls out. Marion comes away with it. And there's Williams. This has happened too many times tonight. Williams gets a breakaway, and she doesn't miss many of those. And looks like we have another timeout on the court. We'll take a break. Be right back after this.
30-second timeout. Call by.
At our very core, we're a community bank that invests in our communities.
We're here to serve the customer.
We're not here just for your checking account. We're also going to be here to teach your kids financial soundness. We're also going to be here for your next home and make sure that you're set up correctly.
We've been here since 1906 and we're not going anywhere.
Decisions quickly, locally.
We are very progressive in our thinking, always looking for better ways to serve our customers.
Or either go to your branch or look at our website.
One of our mottos is that we're building better community since 1906.
Welcome back to Cuss Wilson Gym, folks. And Centralia has at this time, commanding lead, 17-point lead, 26-9. With just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Let's go now. Get active. Come on. You're not going.
A relatively low-scoring second quarter, with Centralia outscoring Marion 7-3. That was Royce with that shot. Couldn't get it to fall. Centralia gets the ball. Only a few players have scored in tonight's game. Jersey Biddle has most of Marion's points. And Jalaya Rudder-Williams has the vast majority of Centralia's points. She has 21 on the game. That's Williams there with the ball on the wing. Gets it inside. They are working the ball around the perimeter, but the Wildcats get a steal. Connor bringing it down, picks it up, looks for help. Out on the wing, Rice works her way to the basket and gets a good look, but can't get it to fall. Williams with skip pass all the way across the court. And a block for the Wildcats. Good play with 43 seconds left in the half. They find Dillon inside. She finds Biddle cutting to the wing. Marion fans want a foul. Williams comes away, can't get that one to go. And after getting the rebound, Dillon is fouled.
Number 2, Natalie Henson for Centralia. Her second.
That's 16 fouls for Centralia.
Lady Wildcat basketball out of bounds. A sub for Marion. Checking in number 11, Peyton Strobel.
Peyton Strobel back in, the sophomore guard for the Wildcats for this last 27 and a half first half. Jersey Biddle takes the ball at the top of the key as Coach Casey Rose calls for one shot. There's Biddle, drives, she can't get the shot away with it, and just holds on to it to end the first half here at Cuss Wilson Gym. As Centralia goes into the locker rooms up 29 after one half of basketball between the Marion Lady Wildcats and the Centralia Orphan Annies. We'll be back with that Turning Back Time feature on Cuss Wilson we told you about right after this.
With a First Mid debit card, you have a trusted friend. Take it with you wherever you go, like your best pal. When you need some space, leave it at home and pay with Mobile Wallet. Find your debit card is missing? Just turn your card off with Card Valet until you're reunited. You can also set spending limits and get alerts on your phone, so your card won't go shopping without you. With First Mid, you and your debit card will have the perfect friendship every step along the way. First Mid Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Everybody wants to look their best, and Supercuts and Marion can help. Marion Unit 2 students and staff get a 20% discount with their student ID or staff ID through May 31st. Take advantage of the everyday low prices, plus all active military gets a 20% discount with ID. Supercuts does more than just haircuts. Ask for the tea tree experience from Paul Mitchell, or color services like full color highlights or gray blending. Facial waxing is also available. Walk-ins are welcome, or for faster service, check in using the online app. Supercuts is located near Walmart and Black Diamond in the Strip Center between Hibbett and Cricket Wireless. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday 9 to 6, and Sunday noon to 5.
Don't go anywhere else. It's time for the John A. Logan College Halftime Show. John A. Logan College. Why would you go anywhere else?
James Virgil Cuss Wilson was a Marion High School basketball coach, teacher, athletic director, and administrator. Cuss was born in 1905, the youngest of 4 children of a coal miner and his wife in Dixon Springs, located in Pope County, Illinois. As a boy, his family moved to Marion, and his nickname originated in his childhood. Like most boys at the time, he liked playing soldiers and Indians, and Virgil's friends started calling him Custer, as in General George Custer. The nickname stuck, and it was later shortened to just Cuss. As a Marion High School student, Cuss did not play basketball. However, after a stint working in the coal mines, in which he grew stronger and sturdier, he went on to attend and played the still young game of basketball at Southern Illinois Normal College in Carbondale. There he played in a brand new gymnasium, now known as Davies Gym, on the campus of Southern Illinois University. After 4 standout seasons to as team captain, he graduated and married Hazel Thaxton of Harrisburg and found his first job as a teacher in Ridgeway, Illinois. He returned to Marion High School in 1934 as a teacher and coach, starting as an assistant under another legendary coach, Paul Houghton. Cuss went on to become head basketball coach, winning 301 games in 15 years, an average of 20 each season. Included were 12 regional tournament titles and 3 sectional titles that sent his teams to the state tournaments in 1946, 48, and 51. One of his early assistants was Cliff Storm, who later became the high school principal and then the district superintendent. Coach Wilson made a great contribution to Illinois prep basketball in teaching the full court press defense. Marion's pressing teams of that era always had a guard who could steal the ball before an opponent even knew what happened. One of those guards was Johnny Goss, who went on to star on the court at SIU and later became a prominent businessman and youth coach in his hometown, while also serving on the school board and, until recently, the Marion City Council. John Goss attributes much of his success to his high school basketball coach and mentor.
He pretty well originated this zone press defense, and he relied a lot on his defense. And it was a new approach to the ball game. In fact, a lot of the northern coaches came down to learn how he did it, because it was a completely different type of defense he set up. So I give credit to Cuss. That's where a lot of his wins came, was on his defense. He's a motivator, very quiet demeanor, but very firm with you. If you messed up, he'd let you know it pretty quick. But I think Cuss, he was just a genuinely good person. He not only liked his coaching, he just liked the people that he coached. He changed a lot of lives, including mine. And I never forget that. But I go to Southern, SIU, and I'm trying out to see if I can make the team. And they didn't know I was out. We practiced playing with the big boys are shooting around, and I would never noticed. So I came home one day and thinking, well, it's time for me to hang it up. They don't even know I'm out there. Cuss was sitting on the football bleachers. I come by to get a little sympathy from him. And I said, Cuss, they don't even know I'm out there. He said, there's no point in me staying. And I want a little sympathy, but Cuss looked at me like he's was sick, a little disdain. And he said, well, it's for darn sure they don't know you're out and you're over here trying to talk to me. And that's when he turned me around. I went back out, and lo and behold, I made the team of letter 2 years in a row. And it's all because of him. I say he taught me to be a man instead of what I was headed down the road to.
This $5 bill, signed by Johnny Goss and his teammates, was a gift to Cuss after he coached the players to a state tournament. You can see John's signature along with several other familiar names, including Benton Odom, who went on to play at the University of Illinois and was inducted into the IBCA Hall of Fame. Cuss Wilson had one of the most quiet bench demeanors of anybody who ever coached. No matter how excited a crowd might become during the many furious Wildcat rallies and comebacks, Wilson hardly ever uncrossed his legs or yelled from the bench. It's said that's why he battled ulcers for many years. In 1955, the Illinois High School Coaches Association cited Wilson for outstanding achievement in the guidance of young men by promoting ideals of character, leadership, dependability, and sportsmanship, the development of a cooperative spirit of athletic teams, and the contribution to the coaching profession. In recognition of Wilson's work, the Marion Lions Club in 1957 established the Cuss Wilson Scholarship and began awarding it annually to the Marion High School outstanding athlete. Cuss always found ways to supplement his teacher salary, working for an ice company in his early days, and later becoming a part owner of TVW Menswear in Marion. The name TVW was composed from the names Thaxton, Vaughn, and Wilson, the names of the 3 business partners. After retiring from coaching, he moved into administration and became the assistant to his former assistant, MHS Principal Cliff Storm. After 32 years on the faculty of Marion High School, he retired in 1966. The class of '67 dedicated their senior yearbook to the retired teacher, administrator, and coach. In the yearbook pages, Cuss was quoted as saying, "If I had to do it over again, I don't think I would do anything differently. I would have liked to have been a better teacher, and I would have liked to have won more games, but I wouldn't change it otherwise. I've been very lucky. I don't believe there has ever been a happier guy in his work than I have been. I was happy teaching and coaching. But then I enjoyed working in the coal mines too, and also I was happy working in the summer, carrying cakes of ice on my back." After retirement, he put his focus on his men's clothing store. Teacher, administrator, and coach Virgil Cuss Wilson was inducted into the Illinois High School Association Hall of Fame in 1974, and he passed away in 1977. Among his survivors were wife Hazel, daughter Lois Jane, and her husband Ben Bruce, and 3 grandchildren, including Ben Wilson Bruce, better known as BW, a Marion businessman and school board member. When a new high school gym was built and opened in the early 1980s, it was branded Cuss Wilson Gym. Though it was remodeled in recent years, it still carries that name today.
Standing room only crowd here at Cuss Wilson Gymnasium. Lewis top to Keith, to Bardot. Connor calling for it in the post, double teamed. Instead, they swing it around to Horner, who goes right through for an open layup. Frankie Horner has scored the second half.
In an upcoming segment, we hope to bring you an interview with another of Cuss Wilson's standout players. As always, thanks to Sam Latuca of the Marion, Illinois Historic Preservation website for background information and photos, and to B.W. Bruce for other details about his grandfather. Arcadia Wealth Group sponsors all of our Turning Back Time segments, and we are also grateful for that. Reporting for the Marion Star Live, I'm Bill Swinford.
Welcome back, everybody, to Virgil Cuss Wilson Gym. Hope you enjoyed that mini documentary Turning Back Time segment done by the Swinford Media Group on this gym's namesake. In just a little bit, we will bring you the Kemper CPA by the numbers statistics from the first half. But right now it's Marion basketball to start the second half, going left to right on your screen in front of their own bench. Original starters, including Cadella, number 14, who's got 3 fouls. The only real foul trouble of anyone in this game. Ball out to Centralia as the Wildcats trail the Annies at halftime 9-26. Centralia has 26 points. 21 of them scored by a single player, Julie Rutter-Williams, player with the ball right now. She passes it to the corner, and Centralia misses. Marion comes away with it, but steals the ball right back, going back the other direction. Looking for Rutter-Williams, of course. She's looking to set something up. She's definitely the player this Centralia team revolves around, just a sophomore. Impressive young player for the Annie. Williams at the top of the key. Marion stays in that zone and Marion tries to, almost got a steal off that. Peyton Strobel almost had her hands on that one. And there's Connor getting in the passing lane. Good defense by the Wildcats. Centralia's got to take the ball out and see if they can get something going to start the second half, leading 26-9. From the corner, no good for Edson. Going the other way. Good play by Biddle, driving the length of the court, scoring off the break. That is 10 points for Biddle tonight. She's got most of Marion's points, most all of them, as they now trail 26-11. Marion just wants to whittle away at this Centralia lead during the third quarter, make the game competitive again. By the time we get into the stretch, Biddle going, taking control, scores again. And now it's 26-13. Good start in the second half for Marion. And Connor gets a steal. Can't quite get the ball in the basket, and the ball is out of bounds to Centralia. Another good defensive play by Marion that time by Gracie Connor. Gracie is a 6'1" junior. Sister, in case you were wondering, sister of Jackson Connor, all-time leading scorer for Marion, who graduated last year. Jersey Biddle with the ball. To Connor. On the left wing, Biddle. Inside to Dillon. Dillon powers toward the basket and scores. Good start for the Wildcats. They've outscored Centralia 6-0 to start this second half. Good start for the Wildcats. Aggressive defense. And Connor comes away with a rebound. She's going to take a three. Almost. But good rebound that time by Cadella. Good start to the second half for the Marion Wildcats. Let's take a look at the Kemper CPA by the numbers. These are first half statistics as Centralia went into the half leading 26-9. Most of Centralia's scoring coming from Julie Rutter-Williams, the sophomore, who had 21 of her team's 26 points. Followed by Natalie Edson, the senior guard, with 4, and her sister Kylie Edson, who had 1. On the Marion side in the first half, Jersey Biddle had 8 points to lead the Wildcats. And the only other scorer for Marion in the first half was the center Megan Dillon. But Megan's already got 2 points. Kristen Cadella's got another 2. And Jersey Biddle's got another 4, as Marion has scored 8 quick points to start the second half.
It'll be Centralia basketball following the timeout and fast break.
Marion playing some very aggressive. And they get another steal. Biddle to Connor, who's driving. Gets the ball knocked away, but Marion will keep it out of bounds under their basket. Good start to the second half.
Out of bounds on Centralia, Wildcat basketball.
Biddle inside to Dillon. 2 more for the big center. She's now got 5 on the game, Megan Dillon. It's now 26-19. Wildcats are back within 7. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Wildcats won another steal. The fans are getting excited. Fans are fired up as Marion has come out like a whole different team in the second half. Williams takes a shot. She can't get it to fall. All of a sudden, she can't score, and Marion can't miss. Let's see if we can get another basket. Biddle couldn't quite get that. Dillon reached for the rebound, but it was knocked out by Centralia. Marion will get the ball out of bounds.
Checking into the Marion lineup, number 13, Morgan Isaacs.
Morgan Isaacs into the game, taking Biddle's place. She's going to take a little breather. Biddle's had a good game so far with 12 points for the Wildcats. There's Connor driving. Gets stopped. Out to the point. That's Peyton Strobel again running the point. Tries to get it back into Connor. And there's Williams getting a steal. She tries to get a break to the basket, but she passes and gets it stolen by the Wildcats. Out of bounds, but more good hustle by Cadella and the Lady Wildcats. 26-19. It's just a 7-point game as Marion has quickly gotten back in. Edson, one of two Edsons on the team. That's Natalie in the corner. Feeds it down to Williams, and she gets her shot blocked by Dylan, who comes away with it. And Peyton Strobel brings it up. Peyton, the sophomore guard, is taking charge at the top of the key. Over to Isaacs. Isaacs is looking for Connor. Can't quite get it to her. Back to Strobel. And Centralia tips it away. Oh! Gets a basket as Peyton Strobel will be called for the foul. And Natalie Edson scores for Centralia. That's Centralia's first score of the second half. As they count that basket, and she'll go to the line for the old-fashioned, try for an old-fashioned three-point play. Substitutions for the Wildcats as Caitlin Royce comes back into the game. And Jersey Biddle is back in for the Wildcats. Natalie Edson is going to shoot and misses her free throw, but Centralia comes away with a rebound. Edson gets it again and can't score. This time the Wildcats get it. Biddle will bring it up. Biddle's had a really good start to the second half. They find Royce inside, who gets a shot at the open shot at the free throw line, but can't get it to fall, and the Annies come away. 28-19, 2 minutes left in the third quarter. From the corner, that is Kaylee Edson. So far, Marion's outscored Centralia 10-5 in the third quarter, after going in trailing 26-9 at halftime. Biddle at the top of the key, works her way into the lane, and got a jump ball. Marion got their hands on the ball, but Centralia gets the possession. You got to like the fire that these young ladies came out with at the beginning of the third quarter. Have to ask Casey Rose after the game. We hope to talk to Coach Casey Rose after the game and find out what he had to say to the young ladies to get them fired up. The Lady Wildcats are playing good defense and both ends of the courts, offense as well. And again, another good defensive play. Cadella cutting off the baseline. Centralia dribbles the ball out of bounds, and Marion will get the ball. Length of the court to go. Down 31-19, down 12. Biddle has the ball. She's got 12 of Marion's points. It's Gracie Connor. Biddle gets the rebound, and she scores again. Jersey Biddle with two more for the Wildcats. It's 31-21, a 10-point game. Centralia can't make the three, and Marion can't quite grab the rebound. It goes out of bounds off of Lydia Phelps, and Centralia gets the ball under their own basket. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. No dice for Centralia. Marion has the ball. Gracie Connor gets it tipped away from her, but stays Marion's ball. Haven't had any scoring from Julie Rutter-Williams who went into halftime with 21 points for Centralia, has been shut out so far in the third quarter, and she'll come out of the game, take a little break, talk to her coach, Katie Steffen, on the sideline. Here's Marion's leading scorer for tonight, Jersey Biddle to Gracie Connor. And this is the, looks like we've got another jump ball. Marion should get this one. That was a good play. They found Caitlin Royce cutting to the basket. She just couldn't quite keep the handle, but no harm. Marion gets the ball out of bounds. Biddle in to Royce, to Connor. Back to Biddle in the corner. Royce is wide open to the basket for two. Gotta like the way they work the ball on that one. Marion's back within 8, 31-23, 5 seconds in the third quarter. There's a steal, 2 seconds. She's gonna have to shoot it. Oh, couldn't quite make it, but what a third quarter for Marion as they drew within 8. And we have an exciting fourth quarter coming to you right after this break from Cuss Wilson Gym. This is Marion Wildcat Game Day action, brought to you by the Swinford Media Group and our sponsors.
On top of the hill in Marion Wildcats territory stands the newest branch of Murphy Wall State Bank and Trust Company. If you're looking for experienced loan officers and user-friendly online applications, look to Murphy Wall State Bank. Visit us at murphywall.com for details on our USDA rural housing, FHA home loans, and VA home loans. Conventional fixed-rate mortgage and in-house loans are also available. We're here to help you make your next move.
Visit murphywall.com. Murphy Wall State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Major support for this and other Swinford Media Productions is provided by the owners of Black Diamond Harley-Davidson and their family of businesses.
Welcome back. After an exciting third quarter, Marion has drawn within 8 points, trailing Centralia 31-23. They outscored the Annies 14-5 in that third quarter and shut out their top player, Williams, who had scored 21 in the first half, scored nothing. Number 24 for Centralia scored nothing in that third quarter. She's got the ball now for Centralia as we start the final period. And there's another turnover to Marion. Marion with another steal. Biddle drives to Connor from the baseline. Can't get it down, but Wildcats are doing a good job of getting back on defense. And they have played excellent defense in this third quarter, holding Centralia to just 5 points. Williams can't make it. And that's Strobel with the ball. She's in trouble. And Centralia gets a steal, can't get the basket. But Marion has to foul. And that will be a foul on Strobel, it appears. That is her first. It's Marion's second foul of the second quarter. Ball off Centralia as Connor almost had a break there. Marion gets the ball, still trailing by 8. Looking like a whole different team here in the second half. Strobel into Biddle. Biddle with 14 points tonight over to Connor. Connor takes advantage of the screen, gets a shot off in the lane. Centralia gets the rebound. Then they find Williams. Oh, and she was called for the double dribble. They were finding Williams for those kind of buckets during the whole first half when Centralia took a commanding lead, but she has yet to score in the second half as Marion has changed some of their approach, and Biddle scores 3 more. 17 on the night as Marion has drawn within 5, 31-26, 6:37 left in the fourth quarter. Centralia from the wing can't hit. Dillon comes away with a rebound to Biddle. Biddle looking to drive and is fouled. She'll go to the line.
Foul number 2.
That foul is on Natalie Edson. That's our third foul for the Centralia senior guard, Jersey Biddle, at the line. Shoots her first. Can't make it. We'll get another one. You've got to love this aggressive play. You'll see from the Lady Wildcats on both ends of the court in the second half. And she makes the second one. We've got a 4-point game, ladies and gentlemen. 6 minutes and 22 seconds left here at Wilson Gym. First home game for the Lady Wildcats. Their defense is just suffocating Centralia. Centralia can't find a shot. Cadella out in the corner. Stops her. And they can't. The Wildcats trying to get another steal. Another jump ball. And it goes Marion's way this time. The fans here love that. The Wildcats have come out very aggressively. They played hard in the first half, playing much smarter and suffocating defense in this second half to pull from way behind, trailing 31-27, losing now by just 4 after trailing by 17 at halftime. Megan Dillon grabs the rebound, tries to get it to Cadella. Centralia looking to try to get something going. Centralia has not scored in the fourth quarter, has only 5 points for the whole second half. We'll take a quick break, be back for 5 more minutes of basketball from Wilson Gym.
Do you feel like your business is sinking in accounting and payroll work? Are business taxes and confusing technology dragging you down? Call the experts at Kemper CPA Group. We'll answer your questions and give you the tools to keep your business afloat.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got an exciting fourth quarter underway as Marion has again fought back. Marion has played 3 games this year, and all of them they have rallied to try to make up for bad quarters. They had a disappointing first half tonight. Went into the locker room down 26-9 at halftime, but since has outscored Centralia 14-5 in the second half to make it a 4-point game. Centralia leading 31-27. 5 minutes left. Dillon in the corner finds Connor. Connor gets a shot off. Centralia comes away with the ball. Good aggressive defense all over the court by the Wildcats. They're not giving them anything easy. Centralia has grown cold with the few shots they're getting off. They can't hit. The block that time as Strobel tried to get inside for a shot, but she had her shot rejected. Centralia back the other way. Still leading 31-27, but it is much closer than they anticipated. Still no points in the second half for Williams, who has the ball. Across court, pass, and air ball for Edson, who gets back on defense as the Wildcats look to get the ball inside to Dillon. She turns, can't get it to fall. There's Connor. And we have looks like we have a max timeout. Again, this is a COVID regulation. giving everybody a break from wearing their mask and take a breather. We'll take a breather. Be right back after this break.
Logan Fitness at John A. Logan College is open and operating safely for your health. Temperature screening, mask policies, spacious facilities, and frequent cleaning make Logan Fitness the safest location for indoor exercise. Our staff goes the extra mile to ensure that the facility is always clean and regularly disinfected for a great member experience. In addition, our large open areas make it easy to accomplish your workout while still maintaining social distance. All for an affordable price with no contracts. Come see what we're all about at Logan Fitness.
Hi, folks. Welcome back to Cuss. It is Centralia 31, the Lady Wildcats 27 in the fourth quarter. With just a few minutes left in this one, Marion has fought their way back into this game, and right now are holding Centralia scoreless in the fourth quarter. Centralia only with 5 points in the second half. Nothing so far in the fourth quarter with 3:44 left. Jersey Biddle has all of Marion's points in the fourth quarter with 4 adding to her team leading and 18 points. Young lady with the ball right now, Julie Rudder Williams for Centralia leads all scores, but she hasn't scored at all in the second half. Centralia is trying to get something going as they, I'm sure, did not expect to have this tight a game going into the fourth quarter, considering how the first half went. Marion just is all over them on the defensive end. Good fan support here tonight. Of course, we are regulated to have a small crowd, but this is a loud crowd. We've covered a couple of boys' games already in Wilson Gym and this year and in this COVID regulations, and I would dare say this small number of fans is louder than we've heard from the boys up till now. Jersey Biddle has the ball, brings it up for the Wildcats as they get yet another steal. And she's fouled as she goes to the basket. She'll go to the line, where tonight she is one for 2. That's 2 fouls on Julie Rudder Williams. She makes her first, Jersey Biddle. Now has 19 on the night. 2 team fouls for each team with 3:09 left in the game. She makes it both, and we've got a 2-point game. Marion is drawn within 2. 31-29. There's Williams getting a shot off. And it doesn't fall. Dillon's got it for the Wildcats, going back the other way. Peyton Strobel to Gracie Connor. Driving to the basket. Can't get it to go. And they call a jump ball. That'll be Centralia's basketball. Some of the Marion fans wanting over the back. Casey Rose is pleading the same case. Centralia calls a full timeout. And as his team goes over to hear from Casey during the timeout, we'll break away for another commercial. You're watching Marion Wildcat Game Day action with brought to you by Watermark and John A. Logan College and the Swinford Media Group. Here's a break.
When you're shopping for a new or used vehicle at Watermark, you'll notice the Warranty Forever sticker on the windshield. Here's what that actually means. The powertrain on the vehicle is covered for unlimited mileage and unlimited time. That's the engine and transmission. There's no cost to you. It covers 100% parts and 100% labor. That means when you purchase a vehicle from Watermark, you have coverage for as long as you own the vehicle. So when you think of Watermark, think of Warranty Forever and true peace of mind.
Hi, folks. We're glad you stayed with us tonight. This is an exciting Lady Wildcat home opener as they trail Centralia by just 2 with 2:41 left in tonight's game. 31-29. The Annies leading 2. Marion has outscored Centralia by a bunch in the second half to get back into this game. That's their first. That's their first basket, I believe. Are they counting it? Yeah, they're counting that 3-pointer. by Kaylee Edson. First basket of the fourth quarter for Centralia. And it's now 34-29. Marion trails by 5 with 2:22 left in the game. Biddle looks for Strobel. Strobel over to Cadella. Back to Biddle, who's Marion's leading scorer tonight. Dillon had her. Looks like Biddle drew a foul on the baseline. That's the third team foul for the Annies. So Marion will have the ball out of bounds. Biddle takes it out. Finds Cadella, who scores. That's Kristen Cadella, the sophomore guard forward for Marion. She gets 2 more. She's got 4 points on the night. Wildcats have been very strong at the defensive end in the second quarter. Connor got a little too close that time, got called for the foul out top. Centralia will take the ball out on the side. Good hustle. Got to admire the hustle by these young ladies who are having to wear a mask under COVID rules. Most of them have played most of the game, and they are going as hard as ever right now. You could tell the Lady Wildcats want this one. Down 34-31, just a minute 30 left. They're going to need to get a stop here and get the ball back. Centralia looks for, oh, there's Dillon coming across to get the block. Centralia's had a hard time getting any shots off in this, but time is running at 30 left and down by 3 for Marion as they have fought their way bravely back into this game. Dillon guarding the baseline, gets the block and gets the rebound. But they throw it right back to the Annies, and that's a foul. Looks like it'll be on number 11, Peyton Strobel. That's the 4th team foul for Marion. Centralia finds an open shooter, and that's number 11. That's Kaylee Edson again, hitting from the corner. She's the only Annie that has scored in the 4th quarter, and it's kept the Annie's on top. Less than a minute now, 37-31, Centralia leading. Biddle on the baseline, can't get the ball in, but the Wildcats retain possession. Gracie Connor takes it out of bounds. Looking for Cadella. Cadella to Biddle. 49 seconds left now. Down 6. Marion's got to shoot. And Biddle can't get it in, but they get the rebound. Cadella now has it. They're going to need to shoot. They're 35 seconds. She scores. That's a 3-pointer. Marion's still in this thing, down just 3, 1 possession. It's a 1-possession game with 25 seconds left. And it looks like they're going to call a foul in the backcourt on Marion. That's Jersey Biddle's 3rd foul in the game. 5 team fouls now for Marion. They may need those fouls to send Centralia to the line to try to get the ball back. And looks like Gracie Cotter was instructed to foul that time as she fouls Williams. That is the 6th team foul for Marion. Connor's got 2 fouls in the game. Centralia side out. Another foul will send Centralia to the line. Unfortunately for Marion, Williams, the leading scorer for Centralia, got the ball in the inbound. She'll go to the free throw line, but she hasn't made any shots, hasn't scored any points in the second half after scoring 21 in the first half. We'll see how she does here at the line. Shooting a 1-and-1. And she misses it. Marion's got to get the rebound. And Centralia manages to knock it off Cadella out of bounds. The ball will stay on Centralia's end. Casey Rose has called a 60-second timeout with just 16 seconds left and his team down one possession. It's a 3-point game, 37-34. Let's just keep it right here for a second and set things up for this last little stretch of basketball as Marion tries to finish the comeback down by 3 points. They've held Centralia to just 6 points in the fourth quarter, a total of 11 in the second half. Meanwhile, Marion has scored 26 in the second half to overcome that big deficit at halftime, which was 26-9, and now it's 37-34 with just a little time left. Centralia will get the ball out under the basket with Marion trailing by 3. Centralia is in the bonus, so you expect Rose to want his team to foul quickly if they can't get the steal on the inbounds. Only 16.4 seconds left. Boy, what a thrill it would be if Marion could complete this big comeback, but what an effort either way by the Lady Wildcats in this second half. There's Biddle, had a chance for the steal, couldn't quite get it. They're going to have to foul now, and Dillon fouls out on the perimeter. She'll send Natalie Edson of Centralia to the line. She'll be shooting a 1-and-1 as Marion has now 8 team fouls. 12.8 seconds left. Marion's down 3. Marion's bench reminds their players to box out. If she misses, they need this rebound. And it rims in. Edson scores, giving Centralia a 4-point lead, 38-34, 12.8 seconds left. Edson, the talented senior guard for Centralia, with 7 points on the night. There's her 8th point. Now Centralia has a 5-point lead, 11 seconds left as Biddle brings it down the court. They're going to have to get a shot off quickly. And there's a 3 by Gracie Connor. Marion has got to get a quick steal or a foul. And they can't get either as time expires. Casey Rose, Marion's coach, is asking officials why no foul was called. He's very upset on the sideline. But the fans here at Cuss Wilson Gym are on their feet after a fantastic comeback, spirited comeback by the Lady Wildcats. And you got to be pleased by that effort against a talented group of Centralia Orphan Annies. But Centralia comes away with a win, 39-37. We are going to take a break. We've got more for you here post-game. We hope to talk to Coach Rose. I hope you can hear Marion's fans applauding as their players leave the court. Again, a lot of pride here as Marion overcame a big deficit to almost pull off the upset win. We'll go to commercial. We'll be back after this.
Wildcat Gameday is a production of the Swinford Media Group. Don't miss our weekly newscast, the Marion Star Live. Along with our other popular digital segments like Turning Back Time on our social media channels. And if you act now, you will receive 13 months of our weekly print publications, the Marion Star, the Heron Independent, and the Carterville Courier for just $45. Print subscribers can also receive our daily email updates, packed with the latest news, sports, obituaries, and inside information from the Swinford Media Group at no extra cost. Subscribe online at swinfordpublications.com.
At Farmers State Bank, we prioritize not only our customers, but the communities that we live in during this very difficult time.
We value your unwavering trust and loyalty in being your bank.
Supporting and serving local businesses, familiar faces, friends and family.
Each and every day is a large portion of our job.
Farmers State Bank stands community strong.
As your bank, we are committed to bringing you
support, success,
and strength during this time.
Because we are
and always will be.
Here for you.
At Farmers State Bank, no one
serves you better.
At Farmers State Bank, no one serves you better.
May God bless you. May God bless all of you.
It's time to name the Hub Recreation Center's Player of the Game. If you want to improve your game, visit the Hub Recreation Center.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Cuss Wilson Gymnasium on the campus of Marion High School. We had an exciting game tonight. Didn't start out that way as Centralia got out to a big lead in the first half. Looked like they were just going to run away with it. At the end of the first half, they led 26-9 with 17-point lead going into halftime. First half, the Orphan Annies were led in scoring by Julie Rudder-Williams, who scored 21 points to score 21 of 26 points for Centralia in that first half. And it looked like she and her teammates were just going to have their way tonight. But something changed at halftime. The Lady Wildcats came out with a very aggressive half-court defense and came almost all the way back, outscoring Centralia 25-13. Well, let's see. Let me take another look at that. 28-13 in the second half to lose by only 2, 39-37. We'll take a quick look at the scoring first for Centralia. Centralia was led in scoring by Williams, who only scored that 21 points from the first half, didn't have any second half points. So they shut her down completely, did a great job on her in the second half. Also in double figures for Centralia was Kaylee Edson, a freshman, who had 10, and Natalie Edson, a senior guard, had 8 points. That's all the scores there were for Centralia, who scored 39. Marion had a little more balance in their scoring, but they were led by Jersey Biddle, who scored what ended up being a game-high 22 points. The sophomore guard for Marion had 22 points, followed by Kristen Cadella, a forward who scored 6, sophomore forward, and Megan Dillon, the senior, had 5 points inside. Caitlin Royce had 2 points for the Lady Wildcats. So they had 4 in the scoring column tonight to score their 37. But when you look at Jersey Biddle with 22 points as a sophomore, Kristen Cadella with 6 as a sophomore, and Caitlin Royce, who also contributed as a freshman, you've got to feel really good about the future for these Marion Lady Wildcats. Centralia also young, as this Julie Rudder-Williams with the 21 first half points is just a sophomore as well. So we'll see a lot of great matchups between Miss Biddle, Miss Cadella, the other young ladies, Gracie Connor Jr., and Julie Rudder-Williams for Centralia. We'll see some more great matchups from them in future years, I'm sure. Exciting game for Marion. They fall to 0-3, but they've got to feel good after this This one, I'm sure Casey Rose right now is telling his girls, if we can put two of those halves together, they can beat anybody. And that's the way it looked tonight in that second half as they came out playing tough defense and turning a lot of Centralia turnovers, points. So are going to, that's our Kemper CPA group by the numbers. Now take a look at who we want to name as our player of the game. Sponsored by the Hub Recreation Center. The Hub Recreation Center presents a nice little gift package to our players of the game. And tonight for the Marion Varsity girls, I think it's pretty clear that we want to present this to the sophomore guard, Jersey Biddle, who scored 22 points, 14 in the first half, 8 in the second. And not only did she score a lot of points, but she was aggressive on both ends of the court and pushed the action. And so we're proud to name Jersey Biddle as our Hub Recreation Center player of the game. We are going to be joined by Casey Rose here in just a moment. First, we'll take a quick 30-second break and be right back.
When you're shopping for a new or used vehicle at Watermark, you'll notice the Warranty Forever sticker on the windshield. Here's what that actually means. The powertrain on the vehicle is covered for unlimited mileage and unlimited time. That's the engine and transmission. There's no cost to you. It covers 100% parts and 100% labor. That means when you purchase a vehicle from Watermark, you have coverage for as long as you own the vehicle. So when you think of Watermark, think of Warranty Forever and true peace of mind.
A few seconds here. Hi everybody, welcome back to Cuss Wilson Gym. We're here now joined by Lady Wildcats head coach Casey Rose. Casey, this is your first home game as the Lady Wildcats coach, and boy, it got exciting there at the end, didn't it?
Yeah, you know, like we were talking about before we came on the air, if you're going to lose one, you want to do it that way. We talked about before the game, we can't continue to have those second quarter struggles that we had. I think we scored 1 point, but shoot, whenever you look at it, it's pretty sure Centralia only scored 10 in the second half. When you do something like that, it's a program-defining game in my eyes. Our senior, Megan Dillon, has never beat Centralia. I told the girls in the locker room, I said, if you play the way you did in the second half, whenever we go to their place on Saturday, it'll be a different story.
That's right. You definitely wish you had that second quarterback, that first half back, and those second halves together, and see what the result would have been tonight. What made the difference at halftime? Did you say anything? Did you change anything up that you think helped turn the corner?
I think for us it was talking about how do we stop their transition scoring. 24 kept getting letting her get loose in transition, and you know. When you're getting beat like that, you got to make sure you always have a safety. Another thing we did was we started stacking our guards down the post for them to get open. They were having a hard time running our offense whenever we were just standing out, and they were overplaying on us. So Coach Corder made that call. Wonderful assistant of mine, and you know, they ran it to perfection. You know, and you do that and you get stops in a row, good things happen.
And Williams, number 24 for Centralia, just a sophomore, as you have a lot of young players as well. You're a young team. Centralia's a young team. Impressive player, but she didn't score a point in the second half. You've got to be thrilled about that.
Wow, I didn't even know that. Absolutely thrilled. That means you know, we did some of the things for our halftime adjustment, and we made some things happen. So
it's always good to know that the players are listening and they're following instruction, and it sure made the difference tonight. Looks like you got a great strategy, as you said, going into the game at Centralia. Got to turn around though and play another one tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, sorry about that. Massac's going to be tough. I think they're one of the best teams in Southern Illinois. They've got a very senior-laden cast, just like we faced at Vienna, and if they'll pressure us big time. So we've got to be ready for that pressure and turn around real quick. We talked about in the locker room, we don't have time to sit here and think about Centralia anymore. We got to flip the switch to Massac, and that'll always be our mentality, and that's what we're rolling with.
Casey, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on a great second half tonight, and best of luck tomorrow night and through the rest of the week and rest of the season. We'll look forward to joining you on more Wildcat Game Days.
Thank you, Bill.
We'll be right back after this. All right, folks, that's going to be it for us tonight from Wilson Gym as the Lady Wildcats dropped just a real close one, 39-37. Came almost all the way back in the second half after trailing 21-9 at halftime. Came a long way back, 26-9, sorry, at halftime, and came a long way back and almost pulled this one out, losing just by 2, 39-37. We appreciate Coach Casey Rose joining us after that game. You could tell that he came away encouraged by what he saw in the second half, and I think all Lady Wildcat fans should be as well. We go into a tough one tomorrow night against Massac County. We'll see how what they learned tonight translates into that game and the rest of their season. You know, this is a young season, a short season, and a young team, and this team hasn't had a whole lot of time to turn around once they found out they were actually going to have something of a season. They haven't had a whole lot of time to figure it out. And so much, especially for a young coach and a new coaching staff, is learning your players. And that they've had to come in and see these girls in real game action and figure out who they can count on. They've stuck with the same starters, and those starters are starting to put some things together. Saw a lot of good things out of many of the players tonight, including Jersey Biddle, of course, who led all scores with 22. Gracie Connor looked really strong in that second half. Again, the younger sister of Jackson Connor, Marion's all-time leading scorer on the boys' side, who's now playing at John A. Logan College. Gracie, just a junior, looked good, especially in that second half. Saw a lot of action from Peyton Strobel, Morgan Isaacs, Kristen Cadella played a good game, another sophomore. Saw, I think, a little action from Lydia Phelps. Megan Dillon, the center in the middle, had a good, especially third quarter, scoring 4 in the third quarter and a lot of blocks and good defense all the way through. Caitlin Royce, a freshman on the inside, also contributed for the Lady Wildcats. So we'll look forward to watching another game tomorrow night and bringing you another Wildcat Game Day as Marion takes on Massac County. We should be on the at 6 o'clock with the JV game. You'll see the JV game, and then we'll come on with our call for the varsity game following that. We'd like to thank 2 other Swinfords tonight. I'm Bill Swinford bringing the call. We've got Ross Swinford, who's been engineering tonight's game, and Sophia Swinford providing some sideline shots for tonight's game. We our main play-by-play man, Riley Swinford's not available tonight because he's serving as an official at another basketball game elsewhere. I'll be back with you on the call tomorrow night. Should be joined tomorrow night by Rachel Stroud of the Swinford Media Group. And our team will be back to provide you more exciting Lady Wildcat action. Until then, from Cuss Wilson Gymnasium, have a good night.
Thank you for watching Swinford Media Group's production of Live Marion High School Athletics. This live stream is brought to you by John A. Logan College, Watermark Auto Group, with additional support provided by SIH, Black Diamond Harley Davidson, Farmers State Bank, Supercuts. Other partners include First Mid Bank and Trust, Kenya Gardner State Farm Insurance, Legence Bank, The Hub Recreation Center, Kemper CPA Group LLC, Marion Plumbing LLC, First Southern Bank, Murphy Wall State Bank, Arcadia Wealth Management, Mr. B's Landscaping, and the Marion Star.
The proceeding has been a production of the Marion Star Live. The material may not be reproduced, distributed, transmitted, or otherwise used without the prior written consent of Swinford Publications, LLC.